Okay, this one probably sounds familiar. We've all been there, caught red-handed smoking the pack of cowboy killers in the high school bathroom that you stole from your dad's sock drawer. But you forgot that Mr. Delosio doesn't have class during second period and wanders the halls. One whiff of that Marlboro Man and bam, your cigarettes are confiscated and you got detention. No biggie, you did your time like a man, and at 4 p.m., you were free to head over to the special gas station that doesn't discriminate against age when it comes to selling cigarettes or alcohol. But you aren't in high school anymore, and Mr. Delosio passed away from lung cancer long ago. Apparently he was smoking all those cigarettes that he confiscated. So why am I going on and on about Mr. Delosio's cigarettes and detention? Well, as most CDL drivers know, you're still getting put in detention. It's just not Mr. Delosio that's doing it. It isn't because of cigarettes. And instead of having an hour or two to relax with your thoughts, you're losing money and a lot of it. All right, let's reel it back quick. There is currently no standard definition for detention time. The industry typically considers the amount of time spent at a facility exceeding 2 hours to be considered detention time. And finally, we're getting to the point here. The FMCSA wants to do a study on its impact by collecting detention time data from CMV drivers, analyzing the frequency and severity of the time, and assessing how effective existing intelligent transportation systems can measure that time. If you have questions or concerns at any time about detention times, you can contact us at info@cnsprotects.com or just fill out the form below. Now, some of you seasoned truckers out there are probably saying, hey Texas Matt, didn't the FMCSA do a study on the impact of detention times on CMV safety back in 2014? Well, yes, you are right, but that study had certain limitations such as small sample sizes of mostly large carriers, the inability to identify time spent loading and unloading, data that did not cover a 12-month period, and more. To combat the sample size issue, in this study, the FMCSA is using around 80 carriers and 2,500 drivers, which should provide enough data for the study. Hopefully, with the new sample size, the FMCSA will get more industry-accurate representations of this detention time issue. And hopefully it provides better data for them to work with, because back in 2021, drivers were rating dwell time as their second highest concern. Why? Well, there are several reasons. One, the average dwell time at facilities for all fleets was 1 hour and 54 minutes per stop. Two, refrigerated carriers had an average dwell time of 3 hours and 16 minutes due to the commodities that they haul, which led to longer waits at shipper and receiver facilities. And three, fleets with 25 trucks or less were victims of the highest dwell times at 2 hours and 23 minutes per stop. And of course, outside of the money, this goes back to what we always say.
Can you say it? Follow the
rules.
Watch your kids.
Yeah, that's right, safety. If a driver is able to map out when they'll pick up cargo, drop it off, and leave, they'll be less likely to operate beyond the hours of service limits, less likely to speed, and so on. And that's what it's all about with the FMCSA and the whole reason behind the study. Do longer dwell times actually have an impact on road safety? So after the drivers agree to participate, carriers will collect and provide 1 year of data, and then the study will analyze the relationships between detention time and characteristics of carriers such as facility locations and the details of drivers' schedules. If you have any questions or concerns about detention times, what they are, or where they are going, just fill out the form below or give us a call at 888-260-9448 and a DOT compliance specialist will help you out.